Okay, we'd also like to implement score for our game. So in order to do that, or in other languages, we would make variables. In Scratch, it's the same thing. We want to make a variable. So we go to a variable. We click on make a variable. Let's call this variable score. We'll just make it for all sprites. You can also make variables exclusive for just one sprite. We'll call it score. Notice how it appears here. We can unclick that if we want to, but I think that works nicely. That's where we'll display our score. When our game starts, we would like to set our score to 0. So that's good. And then whenever we catch a taco, let's change our score by 1, which increases the score. So if we're touching the wizard, we're going to increase our score by 1. We'll go to that position. So now we can play our game. Caught a taco. Score's 2 now. 3. Oh, too slow. So now our game's over. If we start again, our score is reset to 0 because we set the score to 0 when we click, when we start the game. Now, you can use score, you can use variables in other situations too. We could make another variable called speed. Okay. We don't want to display speed. Well, let's display it now for testing purposes. So let's click on speed. Set speed is the speed at which we fall. So let's set speed to be 4. Speed. And then instead of moving 4 steps, let's move speed. Okay. And then when we catch one, we can change speed as well by 0.1. So if we run now, we catch, we see speed. Sorry, I made a mistake. I was changing score by 0.1. I meant to change speed. Okay, speed goes to 4.1, 0.2. And the game gets progressively more difficult as we keep catching. See, it's moving a little bit faster now because it's moving to 5. And then if we die, the speed should reset when we start the game again. See, the speed's at 4 again. Okay. Now, we don't necessarily want to show the speed, so we can just unclick this, and the variable still exists. It's just not displayed in the game.